Welcome, everyone, to the Subject 4 podcast. My name is Artemis, and I am joined today with Shades. Hi, Shades.
What is going on, Discord? What's up, YouTube?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Are you okay?
Hi. No.
Are you?
Not.
Are you okay? Is it gonna be
no,
okay?
No, I'm not. I don't know.
Hi, everyone on YouTube. If this is your first time joining us, we are a podcast, a fan-made podcast of the Project 863 series here on YouTube, put on by Matthias and his team over on Spellbound. Sorry, this episode was crazy. I know that we are late. Like, we're about 5 minutes late into our live stream, but I had to talk to me and Shades had to talk to our staff of the podcast because it was crazy, wasn't it, babe?
It was insane. I just remember screaming October the 5th at Artie over and over and over. And she's laughing at me the whole time going, "It's okay." I was like, "No, the algorithm, you don't understand. October the 5th is a Tuesday." It's a Tuesday, the algorithm.
Okay, so to let everyone know, I got permission from Matthias to announce it to our audience, so you guys will be the first to know. The for season 3, Project 863 will have a different upload schedule. They will no longer be uploading on Wednesday and Saturday. It will now be Tuesday and Friday.
Yes.
So, and that changes things because, well, as some of you guys know, me and Shades, we're responsible
We got
adults.
jobs.
Yes, we have jobs.
We got the jobs because we got bills and stuff.
Yes, so the changes of the upload really affects our lives, and that's partly the reason why Shades called me up screaming. Well, I called you because you
called me. I didn't even answer the first time because I was in shambles. I forgot how to work a phone, and then I answered the second time, and you go, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, it's a Tuesday, October the 5th." The algorithm.
So the podcast, the Subject 4 podcast, we are going to keep our Wednesday and Saturday uploads. But what's nice, here's the upside to this. What is nice about this is that we can probably do the podcast earlier during the day. So even our friends over the pond or Emiko, who is on the other side of the other pond, can join. So we can have more of our European friends joining us. But yes, it was a shock. And
it was, we were not informed of this beforehand at all. Would have been nice to know.
Yeah. But I mean, I understand why.
We all understand.
We did get an explanation why, and that kind of shut up Shades a little bit.
Yeah, I was calmed after Father spoke his elegant words to me.
You weren't even on. I was telling you what he was saying.
You were telling me what he was saying. I was having a panic attack in the corner. She's just reading me. She's like, Matt said, and I was like, okay, what do you say now?
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Can you bring me a Pop-Tart?
Yeah, that's what he wanted. He wanted a wild berry Pop-Tart with butter on it. And I was like, I love you too much to give you that because that's disgusting.
Just let me have diabetes.
Oh. Anyways. So, yeah, we're kind of shocked. I was expecting season 2 to be a shocker, but I wasn't expecting it to be that kind of a shock.
Yeah. So I kind of the timeline for season 3 we were expecting to be way further out than October 5th. So there are some things that we weren't prepared for, but you take it as it comes, I suppose, and here we are. So season 3 is next week, everybody.
Your voice is still an octave higher than it usually is.
I'm still having a panic attack.
Oh, okay.
I love that meme, Joshy. You good? No. No, I'm not.
There we go. Your voice is dropping the octaves.
October 5th.
So, I do want to remind everyone we will be doing a podcast after dark, where you guys can ask Shades how he's feeling after this podcast, and we'll bring up the staff and the moderators, and we'll all just kind of chill out and chat about how far we've come in season 3, because this was the season finale of season 2, and I mean we as a podcast, we have been on a wild ride, just like our team on Project 863 has been on a wild ride. So let's talk about it. So please stay
Yeah.
tuned. If you are watching this on YouTube, hi. But
Hi.
our after show is not featured on YouTube. We will be
It is
over
not.
on our Twitch channel.
On the Twitch.
And
And just a straw poll, just out of sheer curiosity, I want to know how many people here enjoy the after show. I thoroughly enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy staying around and talking to.
do you want a straw poll? I'll set it up.
Yeah, set up a straw poll. Let's take
Okay.
a straw poll. Who enjoys the subject for After Dark after show?
I do. But that's because I'm goofing off the entire time.
We are. That's all we do.
But
Little bit of everything for everybody. You can come here for your Project 863 theories and stuff, and then the after show is just complete unbridled chaos. So
I like it. I just like hanging out, with our team and stuff.
Well, I feel like we're all so busy all the time that it gives us time to actually sit down and have a conversation as friends, and it's actually relaxing to be able to talk just openly with other human beings for once. I don't get to do that very often. Foam's not very good for conversation. So
create poll. All right, here it is. Moderators, I'm going to go ahead and post this up into podcast recording chat.
I'm voting now.
Oh, yeah.
I voted for Stop the Chaos. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, geez. So far, we got 17 votes, and it's love it.
Neat.
Keep it up.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so. We got one vote. I didn't know what this was until now. Well, now you know.
Well, now you
after
know.
the podcast, we head over to Twitch, and we do like a little break, bathroom break, snack break. You guys grab your snacks. We should do that. Me and you. We should like.
Oh, Pastel called me out. She said I'm a liar. There's no votes for no.
We should go grab snacks and then tell everyone what we grabbed on Twitch.
I know exactly which snack I'm grabbing.
It's gonna be a Pop-Tart with the
with butter on it.
Yeah. We had 36 votes. Well, 85% says they love it, keep it up. 11% say didn't know what it was until now. And 2% says stop the chaos. So, okay.
Estelle says Artemis doesn't count as a snack. That's right, because she's a whole meal.
That's so cute. Artemis doesn't count as a snack. I'm a snack. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you a whole meal. You some fried chicken with some mashed potatoes and gravy, girl.
You're goofy. So let's get into this episode. Oh, stick around. Before we head over to the podcast After Dark, we do have some announcements about our season 3 changes. So exciting things to come, right, babe?
Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah.
Super excited for these.
Super exciting. And also we will be doing the podcast this Saturday. We have some special guests, and I would like to announce that after the podcast. So stick around. We have things to talk about at the end. So yippee.
Yippee skippy.
Yep. Okay. All right. So today we are talking about episode 22 on the Project 863 of season 2. And it is titled, I Accused Her of Murder, and This Was Her Response. And I really enjoyed the opener. I was so confused. I don't know about you. I was
too at first, but
all you see is feet.
Yeah, just dragging. Like, I'm not fighting you, bro.
Bruh.
Bruh, I'm not fighting you, dude.
Yeah, I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting.
Yeah. And then you get halfway through it and you kind of realize, like, oh, wow, this
Well,
is
I'm
happening.
like,
He's in,
my first thing was well, why aren't you fighting? Like, where are
yeah.
you? Who are these people? Like,
Like
I
I'd be kicking dudes in the nads and like you ain't taking me without a fight.
yeah, like I'm like they were supposed to take the Phantom.
Yeah, biting,
And,
scratching, clawing, like
yeah.
you no. I'm a big dude, like I'm 6'1", like 275, like you ain't taking me down. Not without a fight.
Um so that I mean that's where we open up and a little confused, but they let Matthias keep his camcorder and oh my god, I just showed my age. I called it a camcorder.
A camcorder?
they
Ooh.
they let him keep his camera.
What
Um
is that? A Walkman? Is that a Walkman?
it's been a long day, okay?
October 5th.
So we have that, and he's basically gives us the rundown that he's in a medical facility, that Woods and Samantha and Bailey were all released. But if you remember at the end of the previous episode, there was no room for Quinn, so Quinn was not involved in any of this.
Yeah, stayed back at the studio.
Yeah, and so Matt is a little concerned, but one of the things that he does notice when he's in this like white room, this like clean room, is that his hearing is back, and
Mm-hmm.
he's feeling
Mm-hmm.
really good. And it's a little concerning because he had a dose of radiation, and you can tell he's all like, "Should I be feeling okay? I'm not
Yeah.
really sure."
Shouldn't I be sick right now?
Yeah, should I be, throwing up? I mean, in earlier episodes of this podcast, I talked about Chernobyl and the effects like the firemen had, who were the first responders to the explosion at Chernobyl, where the radioactive core melted, and basically the fire, the explosion, the air, everything around there was high radioactivity, like being inside of a microwave, and they just started cooking from the inside out. And here Matthias
Yeah.
is all like, I feel great.
This is awesome, dude.
I can hear now. And I'm like,
Yeah,
well, that's a
my
little
hearing's back. I like my joints are like well oiled. I'm feeling in tune.
so it's a little concerning. Um so we do know that he was getting tested on. He failed certain tests, so that's why they kept him in this like clean room. And then they come in, they take his blood pressure, and I wasn't too sure what happened to him at the end there, where he actually started fighting. I know that personally, Matthias is not a needles man.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get him to get a tattoo anytime soon. So, I can see that he freaked out over the needle, but did they give him something or did they take something?
No, they were giving him a shot. Like that was the whole vibe that I got from it. Is they showed the needle and then they go in and he's fighting them off, trying to fight off
Let me
the
see if I can
shot.
get a good visual of this needle. Yeah,
Look
there's
like a standard size, whatever they give you shots with. I don't know what gauge needle that would be.
usually you just have one. Yeah, I think there is liquid in it. Looks like a clear liquid, which most medicines are.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to get this shot. Sorry, guys. Okay. So I'm going to post this. I'm going to go ahead and post this. Unfortunately, YouTube, you're not going to be able to see this. But pop on over to our Discord. Join our Discord and you will be able to see this.
Yeah, join the Discord.
It does look
Get
like
up in the
It does look like there is a liquid in there. The plunger is that big black thing towards the back,
Yeah.
and that's what
And
pushes
it's
the
like,
liquid in.
yeah, it seems like it's half full almost.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less.
Gray says it could be serum, but I don't know.
Mm,
Does everyone just have that?
yeah, does everyone just have serum laying
Yeah,
around?
like we just started hearing about this in season squatter.
Yeah, I do. Like you just walk into your mom's room in the middle of the night and just like, Mom, I don't feel good. Oh, let me get the serum. Fix you right up.
Sorry. When they hold Matt back, let's just take a moment to look at this, please. This is I got a twitch in my hand. Sorry. Let's just take a
Had a
moment.
twitch in my eye for the past 3 days and it won't go away.
Let's just appreciate this shot.
Oh no.
Artemis needs serum. No, I'm okay. It looks like they're tickling him.
I love how the finger of this person's glove is just ripped out and they're just like, yeah, it's okay. I don't need a new glove.
Yeah. It's interesting. He's not wearing his ring.
No, he said at the end of the episode he took it off.
Of the previous episode?
I believe so. I was assuming he meant after they watched the tape that Benjamin gave them.
So they give him something, and then he gets released, and then we catch up with Matthias in the back of the studio, and they said that he got released, and they gave him his test results, and looking over his test results, Matthias, watch your cholesterol, please.
Okay, Mom.
Nurse Veronica here. Yes, by the way, I have already doxed myself. My real name is Veronica.
I can confirm this.
He's seen my social security number.
Yeah. She gave me her bank account information earlier.
You're trying to give me yours so I can. Oh, you dork. But yeah. Let me see if I can get a shot of the. I like how they blurred it out. Yep, they blurred it out. They didn't do that for the premiere.
What's blurred out? What are you talking about?
Matthias's medical information.
Yeah, they did.
Then how come I saw
Yeah, it was
that this
blurred out.
cholesterol was high?
No, it was blurred out during the premiere. I watched it.
Well, they show it again.
Yeah. Squatter can confirm 100% blurred.
Squatter just goes with what you say because.
Are you calling Squatter a liar?
I'm calling Squatter a shade simp. Am I wrong?
You know what? I'm a squatter simp, so there you go.
I am too.
Okay, let's pull it back a little bit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Only I can be a squatter simp.
Oh, okay. Double standards. That's nice. So he does say that he tells the team that he feels fine. Sam looks up on the evidence why like a high dose of radiation stabilizes the 2-part serum, which Matthias was knocked with the 2-parter. It had the clear and the red, and he did take both of those effects. And when he got close to the machine, there it is. I knew it. I knew I saw it. This was not blurred out. I told you it was not blurred out. Squatter.
I know it was blurred, dude.
It's right there.
Those are the metrics. The previous screen was blurred.
No. This is at minute 8.5.
I know, but the screen before that was blurred, but these metrics right here were not blurred.
It was the same thing. It was just these sliders. You can see the sliders in the blur formation. Nope, lies. Okay, whatever. There were 2 times Artemis has lost it. Shades is right. See, I told you.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You all are simps.
Uh-huh.
John Doe, then how did I get that screenshot? You brought him in.
Yeah, fake news.
Okay, whatever. Anyways. And because I have it, I'm just going to do this. Thank you, Flying Lemons. Nugs, I said I wanted to be host. Just kidding. You would give me.
You've given me too much power.
I hate it. Anyways. What are we going to do? We all shade simps. That's okay. I am too, apparently. I'm dating him. So. So we do see with Sam looking up the evidence, we do see that with the high dose of radiation, it stabilizes the 2-part serum, and because Matthias was inoculated with both 2 parts, the basically getting affected by radiation is stabilizing him, I guess. But I still have a lot of questions with that, because what did the serum, what is it stabilizing? What did the serum do to him?
Yeah, what's the purpose?
He's all like, I'm fine now, okay, and nothing happens of it. And I'm like, wait.
Like, it's still in his body. Like, it just stabilized. So it's stabilized, but it's still there. So what is its purpose? Like, you're still not good, Matt. Like, you realize that, right?
Because
you feel good. Just because you feel good right now doesn't mean that, bad stuff ain't going to happen. I mean, you're still kind of hopped up on serum
And well, the thing is that we're talking about something in medical notes has said that the serum evades the antidote. So we have something that's clearly moving throughout Matthias's body, that kind of resembles intelligence, because in order for it to evade the antidote, it would have to be conscious,
intelligent. Yeah,
it would have to be conscious. Unless we're talking about something like the viscosity, it can't be near the antidote because it's more water and oil. It doesn't mix, so therefore it evades it. But the way that it was phrased in the medical notes that we have is that it clearly moves around the body trying to dodge the antidote. So
unless it's some kind of magnetic polar opposite effect that it's actually pushing it away from the antidote. But I don't see that. I don't see that being the case. I see it being, like you said, it has to be somewhat conscious and a little bit intelligent to be able to evade the antidote.
Well, yeah. So, I still think this is our number one concern, that our leader, I put that in air quotes because of what happened towards the end, but our leader...
Let me make this perfectly clear. Matt does not speak for me as subject 4. I want to make that clear.
Matt should not, and should not speak for any other subjects.
No.
No. I believe because of our podcast, that was one of our goals of creating this podcast, me and Nikki, when we formed it, was this was going to be the platform where we could directly speak to the other subjects that, hey, this is our voice and this is our platform and this is how we're going to use it. And it is interesting that a choice was taken away from us at the end of this episode.
Right, because at the end of the day, we are our own separate subject. And like we say every episode, we are the most important subject because we have the power of numbers. There are many of us.
Yeah, so take that.
And you took that choice away from every single subject for
everyone who's listening right now, everyone who is on Spellbound Plus, everyone who is commenting right now. We weren't heard in this episode.
No,
and
our voice was taken away from us.
Yes. So
and, I kind of take offense to it, that we were not involved in this decision. And even though subject 2 and subject 3 were kind of agreeing with subject 1 at first, they kind of went along with Matt in the beginning. At the end of everything, they kind of questioned his decision and they kind of realized that maybe that was a mistake, which I do. I think a horrible, horrible mistake was made.
Well, we're jumping ahead. So
yeah, I know. I just want.
We're 8 minutes into this episode and not 28 minutes in. But I know it was a little disheartening of what.
Yeah.
I agree, Bisque. Matt changed in this episode. Dice. I have chosen anger.
I have chosen anger. This
John
is the emotion that I choose.
Please do not.
Don't do that.
Please do not.
Please don't ever do that.
Yeah, please do not.
That's a huge no-no, and that's something that we do not tolerate.
Our Spellbound, especially since me and Shades know that he is driving right now.
Yeah.
Please don't ping him. So I'm going to post what Sam was looking at. This is what she was looking at in the evidence. This was taken directly from the episode, not the evidence file. The evidence file, if you want to take a look at that, is for premium members on plus.spellbound.com. So, and what she's looking at is the results. Results were conclusive. A huge dose of radiation indeed stabilizes the full serum cocktail in 10 out of 10 rats. The radiation dose is 2,000 to 5,000 MSV. The symptoms from the rats have seemed to calm, which is interesting. That it said it seems to have calmed. That this is not. I mean, but then it says at the top that results were conclusive. I mean, it is conclusive that 10 out of 10 rats are now symptoms have decreased. But there's still nothing about whether long-term harm has been caused to the rats. So interesting.
And it seems almost like that data was skewed in favor of the project. Like they wanted you to see, hey, these 10 out of 10 rats are cool. Let's move on to human trials.
Yeah.
Like there was no long-term study. It was just basically, we injected these rats with serum. We exposed them to radiation. They're good to go. Let's move on to human trials. Yeah. And
we already know that they were pushing for human trials. So.
Right. It seems kind of flawed to me.
Well, it is because you don't just go, oh, these 10 rats are great. Let's go. Like,
yeah. They good, homie.
So then after Matthias's massage, we jump to NateDsz where they decide to talk to Deb. And they inform Deb Um, they informed Deb of certain events. That
that they have uncovered.
they were able to stop the serum bomb, and they have the absolute, and that the absolute was left intact. She mentions that that's a stroke of luck.
Never asked what it was or what it did, which really kind of bothered me.
Yeah.
I was really hoping to find out what it was, what its purpose is.
Matt
But nah, we'll skip right over that. It's not pertinent
Matt
information.
Matt informs her that Ben is in police custody, and she says Benjamin. And to the team, it sounded, well, to Matt specifically, it sounded like she was all like, Benjamin, who's that? Who are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
And to me, it was just like her clarifying, like, you mean Benjamin?
Yeah.
Like, that's what
Like that, Benjamin.
Oh, Benjamin, because she doesn't call him Ben.
Yeah.
And that she says that
You
she
mean
was under
Benji?
she was yeah, Benji. She was under the assumption that the impression that Ben was actually dead, considering how long he was being used as the serum experiment. And Matt isn't buying it. He's lets her know that she's very much alive, and that he's clearly still much in love with her, which bothers me. He didn't say that. How does...
Yeah, he never said he was in love with her.
He's drawing
this is
conclusions.
These are all just speculations at this point.
He's drawing conclusions because Benjamin Cobalt was holding onto the tape that shows that she was the murderer, and he's drawing conclusions from that when it could just been in his possession, because
he could be using it as blackmail, or he could be holding it for leverage later. You never know.
And we do know that Benjamin Cobalt was using Wesley Nathaniel's identity, so he's going to hold on to the evidence that shows the person that he's using the identity is actually dead. So him actually holding on to the tape, it's not the only reason. Like, him being infatuated in love, he's drawing conclusions, and I have no idea where he drew these conclusions, and that kind of frustrated me a little bit.
Well, it kind of, you kind of pick up that vibe from the chat logs between Wes and Benjamin that they found in Wes's desk. And it's kind of implied. I feel like it's an implied thing, like Garrett said. But a little bit more clarification would be nice, just so we don't have to speculate on it. Like,
well, Shades, you have exes, right?
Unfortunately.
I have exes too. I'm not in love with them. I'm not the same person I was then. So yeah, then he could have been infatuated and in love with Deb. But there's nothing that we can draw from the present day. Actually, we have more evidence that he's not in love with her, because the eyes of both Wes and Deb were scratched out in the photograph he had.
Yeah.
But then again, we're also drawing conclusions that was them. So
it would be nice to get confirmation from Benjamin. Like, yes, like,
I don't care. Honestly,
I love her. Like, I love her. I still love her.
I don't care whether he's still in love with her. It's not important.
I know you don't, but I do. I want to hear it. Like, how great would it be to get confirmation from the Phantom himself that he can experience love and still experiences love to some extent. Even after all this time, he still loves Deb. Like, that would be amazing to me.
This is where everyone in the audience, this is where we see Shades the writer coming out.
Hi, Chanel.
Oh, Chanel's here. Hi, Chanel. We do get that Ben, she does admit that Ben was sweet and a quiet man, and she said, I would not have hesitated to call him a friend. But she does admit that, like most people in Centect, he was corrupt. And
Yeah.
she
He proved
saddened
where
to
his
hear,
loyalty lied.
and she's saddened to hear that he's still under the spell of Nelson. And of course, Matt like rolls his eyes, like, "Oh yeah, it's Nelson." It's just, I've never been annoyed with Matthias as much as I have at this part.
Yeah, it was frustrating. It was frustrating because they poked and they prodded and they finally got Deb to tell the truth. They finally got the information out of her that they were looking for, at least some of it anyway, to a certain extent. And now it's all just, oh, okay, well, yeah, we're done
We
with
don't
you.
believe
And
you
it's,
anymore. I do understand that, because
I get
even
it.
Sam said, I kind of believe this. And even Bailey was saying, well, this all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Whereas Matt is saying, no, she's just beating around the bush again.
And when he did that, you saw every one of them shift. They were starting to lean toward, like, okay, I get that. That could be true. This is okay. Well, I kind of understand that. But as soon as Matt stepped in and said, no, we're not believing this. You're not dragging us down this road again. No, we're done with you. You see every single one of them shift and say, yeah. Matt's right. No, we don't believe you.
Our Bailey didn't. She was just like, even when Matt stormed. Well, we're jumping ahead. What she said was that she was told by Nelson that Wes is getting in the way because Wes is making the opposite of a serum bomb. He was making an antidote bomb, and that when Nelson found this out, it's causing Wes to get in the way. So Nelson says that he has to do something about it, and that basically he's got to have